Thanks, Mark, and good afternoon, everyone. Well, it's with absolute pleasure today that I have the opportunity to share a few words about Marta Bladek. Next year will mark 30 years for Marta here at Western. Her first 20 were spent working with facilities management, and the last 10 have been spent with us here in the housing department, where she's worked in her current role as residence clerk at Elgin Hall. Over the past few months, the nomination team compiled the overwhelming amount of comments, feedback, and testimonials we received about Marta. Putting them all together to form the nomination package was no easy task, as so many staff and students had many great stories to tell. And since I can't possibly share them here all today, here are some of the highlights. One of our student leaders said, "What distinguishes Marta in my mind is her willingness to always help everyone out. Even if she is busy with something else or even in the middle of taking a break, Marta would always drop what she was doing to assist me, even if it meant putting down her sandwich. It was a little thing like that that really stood out for me." Another student said, "Marta is the well-known face of Elgin Hall. Before I knew Marta, I remember one time I needed to go to the hospital. When Marta found out that a resident in Elgin Hall had left and needed to go to the hospital, she looked up a picture of what I looked like, so she was able to watch for me upon my return. When I came back to residence late that night, Margaret recognized me right away and met me at the door. Marta introduced herself to me right then and asked me if there was anything that she could do or if there was any help that I needed in any way. I was having a really bad night, and I don't think Marta realized how much it meant to me that night to have someone to be able to help me and genuinely wanted to know how I was doing." Marta has on many occasions been a person to confide in for many of the students of Elgin Hall. Even late at night when most of the building is asleep, many students who are feeling homesick, lonely, or just simply need someone to talk to would visit Marta at the front desk of Elgin. To many of these students, Marta was their mom away from home. Marta was the person who would listen no matter how bad the problem seemed or was. During the holiday season, Marta spreads the festive spirit around the residence, whether it's buying decorations with her own money for the office or bringing in home-cooked food for the staff to share. No holiday will ever pass without Marta doing something special. This past Halloween, Marta prepared a selection of home-baked goods for all of the resident staff of Elgin Hall. Upon arriving to work that night, Marta began hunting them down, every single one of them in the building, to arrange for a time for them to stop by and see her and receive their special home-baked treat. Even if some of them were busy, Marta would save it for them for a later time, but it was a must that everyone tried her baking. Every year in Elgin Hall, the Students' Council and the student leaders of the building arrange an awards reception where a member of the student body that best contributed to the residents' experience is selected. However, it was a surprise this past year when this award was not given to a student at all. The Residents' Council and the student leadership body decided that this past year that no one deserved the award more than Marta. So upon returning late one night from their awards reception, they surrounded Marta in her office and presented her with the award. And for me, no better moment best described the appreciation that the students of Elgin Hall felt for Marta for her passion and her commitment to her work. My own personal favorite story about Marta happened not too long ago when a student who didn't even live in the residence stopped by in the lobby to get warm one day. This student decided to go out for a run on one of those very few cold days we've had this year and was substantially underdressed. Many people probably would have looked on at this individual as they stood in the lobby getting warm, but Marta not only went out to see how they were doing, but brought them into the office, sat them down, and made them a cup of tea. Once again, just another example of Marta doing what she does best. When asked about her job responsibilities, Marta replied, "I treat every resident as if they were my own child. As a parent, if I were to leave my child in the care of a large university like Western, I would take comfort in knowing that parents can sleep better at night, knowing we care for them the way we do here." Marta is truly a lovely lady to know, to work with, and someone that loves every second of her job. One of her former supervisors once said, "If you ever want to make Marta smile, all you have to do is start talking about the students of Elgin Hall." Marta has touched the lives of thousands in past, current Elgin Hall and Western students during her time here. Marta is the mother of 3 and the grandmother of a new 7-month-old, and I'm happy, Marta, that they're all here today, as well as your friends and family and colleagues, to celebrate this achievement. It's truly a testament to you and confirms how much we believe you deserve this award when so many of your own colleagues have come here today to support you. A few stories I've shared here today are only a sample of the ones we received about Marta over the past few months, and all of the stories have come from the staff and students who are excited about Marta receiving this award. Even though all of us have many different stories to share, but we all share the same common belief that no one is better deserving of the Western Award of Excellence than Miss Marta Bladek.
Thank you so much for this wonderful award. It's been an honor to receive something like that. and it's an honor to hear from my manager such a inspiring words that he's been saying. Like he said, it's easy to do the job when you love to do it, and especially for me, it is very easy because I'm surrounded for people that I love, and they make my days easy. So first of all, I congratulate to all of the winners, and at the same time, I want to thanks to the ones that they nominated me for this wonderful award. Also, I want to thank everybody who's making every day easy for me to work. And especially I'm saying thank you to the housing department, all the managers and the ones that looking every day and coming to the office and smiling and saying you're doing a good job. And thank you to the residence managers that pretty much they grew up, you know, every each one of them are my either RAs or the Dans. So they are pretty much, I kind of guide them through the years of being in the residences. Thank you so much to the staff. They are wonderful every day. Without them, it wouldn't be so easy to look after 645 students plus. So they are every day with me. And I would like to thank to my family, my husband Stan and my 3 children, and the joy of my life now, a grandson. Thank you everybody. And I also like to thank to my dear friends and all my colleagues that we kind of share experience between the front desk, because definitely there is all kinds of experience that comes along every day. And so it's very easy to do the job, because I came to Canada when I also was a student, and I was 20 years old. And I left the whole family behind it, and I came with 1 suitcase and $100 in my pocket. So having them now in residences, I feel like mother to them, because that's the experience I went through. And so I know how hard it is for them to leave the home when they are now 17 and experience all kind of situation. So it's nice to be for them. Make that end of the day feel that they are safe, they look after, and they, you know, they feel like this is their home. So if they needed to talk to me, and sometimes it's a sad story because the day didn't go well, it's nice to listen. And there is a happy days when they come and they share from the door screaming, you know, I did it. And I'm like, good for you. So, I mean, it's a wonderful, by end of the day, you feel that they are safe, they look after, and they feel they are home. So that's a blessing that I have opportunity, that university gave me that opportunity to work here and give that help to all of the students that they're away from home. And also, it's a good feeling when the parents calls and say it, you know, I'm so glad that you're looking after my child. I can sleep at night knowing that he or she is in good hands. So that's a good feeling. So thank you so much for nominated me, and for such an honor to win this award. And thank you.